Hi, I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz. Welcome to Quiet Quarantine Mat. For today's workout, all you will need is an exercise mat as well as some hand weights. I'm using 2 different sets, 1 kilo for some lighter upper body work and 2.5 kilos, which we'll be using for some arms as well as to put on our outer and inner thighs to increase the burn. So you choose your weights, maybe have a few sets handy, and as with all my workouts, you can do the entire workout without or even just improvise and use some soup cans or ankle weights, things like that. Just make it your own as long as it's challenging, right? We're going to get straight into it. This is a very much a joint-friendly workout, so we're not going to be doing anything on our wrists or on our knees. I want you to just sit down. If you're not comfortable cross-legged, just bring your legs out in front or even just like this. Doesn't matter too much as long as you can engage your core by holding your tummy in. Roll your shoulders down and back and make sure your back stays nice and flat. We're going to get right into it. Bring your fingertips to your shoulders and just start rotating to the back. So I want to start opening up through the chest, keeping those fingertips there and using your elbows to row behind and behind, keeping your shoulders down in opposition, so no hunching here. And think of this as a really nice opening for those chest and shoulder muscles. Really nice to dynamically stretch them at the same time. A few more like this, and then we're going to do both together. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now both together, big rolls to the back. Open out, open out. Big and tall, sitting nice and straight, chest is forward. It's almost like you're pushing your chest forward every time your elbows go to the back and squeezing your shoulder blades together at the back there. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to bring the elbow across the center line, in and in. So here, you should actually feel your waistline engaging as you bring that across. And the way to accentuate that is by holding your belly button into your spine as tightly as you possibly can. And then really thinking about crunching as that elbow comes across, but opening through the chest. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to roll it and to the center. Roll it to the center. Roll, center, roll, center. Just a few of these. Keep going. All the way back, center, all the way back, center. 4 more. 3, 2, and last 1. Now I want you to push across and push across. Keep your arms really active. Push them down so your shoulders are away from the ears, and think about flexing through your hands and pushing from side to side. All the way across. Feeling a little bit of work through the side body as well. A few more like this, and then we're going to stay on one side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just stay on one side, but go a bit faster. Across and across. Across and across. So the other arm is flexed and it's just staying nice at shoulder height there, tensing every part of that arm. Across and across. A few more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exactly the same thing other side. So I want you to think about pushing directly to the side and thinking about a cement block that you're pushing away. So you're creating isometric tension throughout that upper body. Remember to stay nice and tall, tummies are in, back is nice and flat. Across and across for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We're going to come down, rotating down and opening up. So you're rotating, rounding through the back, and then opening up and drawing those elbows in. So down and in, really exaggerate it. Rounding and slightly arching the back, but not overarching, okay? Use your core to help you stay in that right position so you never compromise your lower back. Down and back, down and back. We're going to make this bigger by reaching to the front and crossing your fingertips over each other. So as you come down, make sure you're looking down at your mat so that your neck stays in a nice alignment with your spine. And if I ever go too fast, just slow it down to your pace. Really nice and upright. Feeling that stretch for 4 more, and 3, and 2, and last 1. Now I want you to bring your hand across, really nice and tall, other hand is to the back, and start doing tiny little circles through the waist. So you're circling around and around, around and around, while you are staying upright and you're staying in that stretch. So you should be feeling a nice stretch through the side body, breathing through it, around and around. They're tiny circles. 4, 3, 2, 1. And while you're here, grab onto that knee and then pull away. Pull. So I'm giving you a stretch all through that shoulder blade. And then we're going to switch that up. So really rotate, stay up tall, and then rotate through the waist. Tiny circles. Breathe. So you're activating all of those muscles in your core. You're maintaining that twist. So you're feeling your side body nicely stretching dynamically as you're moving. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now pull away from that knee, opening up through that side shoulder. Breathing, breathing. Awesome job. Now just some quick ones side to side, side to side. Now I'm bringing my elbow all the way down, but if you can't do that, then maybe just come here, but reach across and across, across and across. So I'm really shooting my fingertips across, using my waist once again. 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring this hand down, maybe all the way, fingertips behind your ears, and we're going to rotate, touch the knee and open, rotate and open, rotate and open. So as you rotate, I want you to round your spine away and then open up through the chest. Open, rotate and open. A few more. 4, 3, 2, last 1, and then we're going to switch that to the other side. Rotate and open. And one side may be more flexible than the other. So on this side, maybe you can get your elbow all the way down, and that's okay. It's usual to have some slight imbalances in the body, but that's why we're working single sides, because you can always keep trying to better your weaker side. So round your spine as that elbow comes down and really tuck away, and then open up as wide as you can through that chest. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Nice job. Now bring your legs in front, and I want you to come into a tuck position where you're curving your spine back and you're slightly tucking your hips up to your ribs. Maybe hold on to here, breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth, and then draw away so that you've got a nice arch in that back and you've got a chest forward, so it's a C-curve position. From here, we're going to just start walking our legs. So I want you to extend those legs if you can, otherwise keep them here, and just start walking them in and in and in. So it's as if you're walking, but you're kind of in this weird C-curve position. So you're activating your lower abs, but you're also starting to warm up through the front of your legs. In and in and in. Going for a walk, a slow walk with high knees. In and in. A few more like this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to rotate and in, rotate and in. So we're keeping a slight bend in the knees, keeping that C curve, and what this does is it continues to activate your abs so that you're not resting on your hands, okay? You're using your strong core to hold you in this position, and if you want to make sure you're not using your hands at all, maybe bring them up here. Out and in, out and in. A few more, and out. How about one more each side? Out and out. So we're just going to make a combination, out and in. So it's knee in, tap down, arc it out and in. Knee in, tap down, arc it out and in and out and in. Okay, so remember to draw your belly button in. You should be feeling a contraction in your core the entire time. Out and in, and definitely feeling heat in the top of your thighs there, right? In and out and in. One more on the back leg, in and out and in. Awesome job. Now sit a bit more upright, and we're going to start clenching our butt cheeks. So both legs are in front of you. Clench your butt cheeks. Clench, clench. So you should be feeling a contraction that slightly lifts you up and up, because you are contracting and it's pushing your glute muscles down, which is moving your entire body up. Clench and clench. Think about making fists out of your glutes. Your tummy's in, your back is flat. Clench and clench. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Now isolate. I want front and back cheek. Front cheek, back cheek. Front, back. It doesn't look like I'm doing much, but I'm squeezing my butt cheeks. In a few more, we're going to start slightly raising the leg as we squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1. So start with the front leg. Squeeze and lift, squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift, squeeze and lift. Now because you're only doing this small contraction, you can't actually lift the leg up like this. I mean, you could, but you'd have to compromise your form. So I'm really thinking squeezing, contracting, and feeling a slight lift, but it's more of a upward motion rather than an actual lift off the mat. Squeeze and squeeze, squeeze and squeeze, but you need to contract the entire leg as you squeeze, okay? So that contraction is coming all the way from your glute down to your ankle. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're actually going to move forward. So it's not as intense as squeeze, and then back. 2, 3, 4. So you're squeeze and lifting, but it's not as intense as squeeze, otherwise you won't actually be able to lift, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, back, 2, 3, 4. There's a bit of a rocking action going on, and that's okay. Back, 2, 3, 4. Again, 2, 3, and 4. Back, 2, 3, 4. Just one more to the front. 2, 3, 4. It doesn't look like this is doing much, but it's actually using your entire body, including your core as well. Okay, we're done with the warm-up. I know it was a bit of an extended warm-up, but I wanted to give you some dynamic stretching in there as well. We're going to get straight into some chest and some biceps exercises. Now I'm going to remain in this same position where I'm going to C-curve back. Remember to hold your tummy in, your chest is slightly forward. From here, we're going to do some incline biceps curls as well as some chest pushes. If you want to use your lighter weights, you can. I'm going to use my heavier weights and go slower. So from here, I'm going to turn my palms up, and I'm going to just start with a biceps curl. Very simple, in and down, in and down. Now in this position, you're also going to be getting a bit of shoulder as well as a bit of the chest where it ties into your armpit, okay? And you're using your entire core because holding this position is hard work, right? So we may not be doing ab crunches here, but you're feeling the burn in your core if you're really contracting. 4 more, and 3, 2, and 1. We're going to start alternating up and up, squeezing on the way in and really lowering with control. Guess what? We're going to start picking up the legs. Tapping, tapping. Now the key here is to keep your upper body completely still apart from the arms that are moving, and to keep your lower body completely still apart from your legs that are moving. So it's only the bottom portion of the legs and the bottom portion of the arms that's moving. Everything else, you are contracting and focusing on keeping still. No rocking through the hips, no swinging through the upper body. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and last 1. Okay, come forward, roll your shoulders, deep breath in. Now we're coming back into that same position. If you want to extend your legs, you can. That makes it even tougher. Now we're doing hammer curls, so your palms are facing your legs, And from here, we're going to bring a micro bend into the elbow, and we're just going to pick it up, twist it, and come down. Pick it up, twist and hold, come down. So it's that twist and hold that's actually going to get into that bicep muscle, okay? So make sure that you are lengthening and just keeping that micro bend, because the further away your arms are from your body, the more you're going to feel that bicep burning. And down, up and twist, and down. Remember to contract your belly and keep that C curve by pushing your chest forward, but no rounding of the shoulders. Up and twist, and down. 3 more like this, and down. 2 more, and last one. Now we're going to come all the way down and keep your arms pretty much on the mat. We're going to elevate one leg and just hold it there and just go up and tap, up and tap, up and tap, up and tap. So you're tapping your knuckles on the mat, holding that contraction, pulling your belly button in, contracting through the bicep. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Maybe roll your shoulders, come back into position. Other leg hovers this time. You're going to come up into that same position, and it's out and in, holding the contraction in the bicep, out and in, out and in. Come on. Breathe. All the way. Feeling your shoulders burning as well. For 4, 3, 2, last 1. Awesome job. Rotate through the shoulders. Now we're going to give the lower body a break while we work our triceps. If you want to switch, you can. I'm going to keep with my slightly heavier weights. We're going to bring our weights together, come overhead, make sure our shoulders are down and back, and we're going to do 3 extensions. 2, 3, come down, rotate palms to the back. 1, alternating. 2, 3, come back together overhead. 1, 2, push your weights together. 3, come down. 1, 2, 3. This is controlled because they are slightly heavier weights. 2, elbows are in. 3, come down, rotate to the back. 1, 2, 3, and up and in. 1, 2, 3, come down. 1, 2, 3. Last set combined like this. 1, 2, 3, come down. 1, 2, 3. Now come back overhead, and we're going to alternate. So you might want to separate your hands, and we're just going to alternate back and back. Back and back. Flat backs, tummies are in. Not many. I know these burn. Try to keep your elbows by your ears as much as possible. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Bring your arms up. Your shoulders are in line with your elbows, and it's both out. Out and in. Out and in. Now, if you want to lower a little bit and maybe go slightly more diagonal back, you can, depending on how heavy your weights are. Keeping it up here may be a bit tough. Out and in. Out and in. Squeezing the back of the arm, keeping your elbow up to the ceiling. Just 4 more. And 3. And 2. And last 1. Nice job. We're lying all the way down now, and we're going to do some overhead pulls. So I want your hands together. You can once again press your weights together. Bring your legs into tabletop. Tuck your hips so there's no gap between your lower back and the mat. Start with 2 down and 2 up. Pushing against the weights, keeping your elbows to the ceiling, and really focusing on keeping your arms long with just a micro bend. You are squeezing through your lats, the side of your upper back. Push against those weights and down. So 2 down and 2 up, 2 more like this, and then we're going to go to singles and we're going to add some leg extensions. Down and up. So now we're going to go single, extend the leg, single, extend the other leg. Out and in, out and in. So the lower you go with the leg, the more you're going to feel this. Out and in, out and in. Make sure that you've still got that lower back into the mat. Out and in. 4 more. And 3, 2. Last one. Now we're going to hold this back and do tiny pulses up, up and up, up and up. Both legs out and in, out and in. So you're doing double time pulses with your arms and single time with the legs. Out and in, out and in. And if this is too much, just hold the legs, or maybe hold the legs here. It's fine if it's starting to confuse you, because I know it's a little bit of a complex thing for the brain. It's like one of those rub your tummy, pat your head things. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and last one. Awesome job. Come back up, and we're nearly done with weights. I just want you to switch out for the lighter ones, and we're just going to work a little bit more shoulder and upper back. If you want to stay in this position, you can, or if your knees are okay, you can come into this position, and we're going to work our upper back. I'll do it in cross-legged, and I'll show you how to hinge forward with a flat back, then bring your hands down, and I want your hands, your palms to the back, and your weights touching the mat. You need to keep your shoulders down and back, and from here, we're just going to start lifting and lifting. Tap, tapping. So what you're focusing on here once again is not moving the rest of your body, it's your arms moving, but you are contracting your upper back. Look down at the mat once you see this. Keep your neck nice and straight in alignment with your spine. Up and up, up and up. Squeeze, squeeze. Tummies are in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Now we're going to bend, keeping our palms to the back, and we're going to go up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Extend. 1, 2, 3. Back in. We're just doing 4 sets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Drop it if you need to. 1, 2, 3. Last set. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3. Roll through the shoulders. Get some life back in your upper body. And we're done with upper body. So we're going to outer thigh next, and I'm going to be using my heavier weight on my outer thigh. You decide if you want to use no weight at all or if you want to use your lighter weight. We're going to come into a side lying position where we are lying our elbow up above aligning our shoulder above our elbow, keeping our hips completely stacked on top of each other. The bottom leg is bent and the top leg is going to be straight. And then you're going to grab your weight and you're going to find a position to hold that weight where it doesn't dig into you, where it's quite comfortable. So from here, I want you to point through the toe, and all we're doing is going up for 2, down for 2, up for 2, down for 2. So in this case, your leg is not directly in line here. It is slightly out to the corner of the mat. Okay, so in terms of leg raises, the closer you have your leg to your chest, the harder it is compared to having it further away from your chest, okay? That's the key. That's why those L series exercises are so super painful, because they're closer to your chest. Up for 2, down for 2. Now remember to keep your leg stick straight behind the knee, push out of the shoulder, no hunching, and your inner thigh is down to the mat, your outer thigh is up to the ceiling the entire time. Up for 2, down for 2. This is going to add up pretty quickly, so if at any time you need to get rid of the weight, then just do it. Remember also to hold your tummy in and activate your obliques down there. 2 more. Last one. Now we're going to come from here to the front to in line with the hip, up and down. It's front in line with the hip, up and down. So this one is a larger range of motion, so it should feel kind of nice in a way, but then once you've done a few reps with this weight, you're also going to feel the burn. So they always start off feeling okay, and then they don't anymore. That's just one of those things without the thigh raises, up and down. A tried and proven exercise, right? Up and down. Front, back, up and down. Keep breathing, oxygen to the muscle. And remember your alignment. Again, nothing is moving except for that working leg. 3 more. Up and down. 2. Is that lactic acid building up for you yet? Last one. Now from here, we're just going to do tiny circles to the front and front. And if you want to do them up here, you can. This makes it a bit tougher. Around and around. Around and around. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to take it to the back. Just circle. Circle to the back. And of course, the higher you have your leg with this weight, the harder it's going to be. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to give you a bit of a break by bringing the knee in and then kicking your heel with a flexed foot slightly to the back on an angle. So it's going behind your hip line. So this definitely makes it easier because you're bending for one and then you're extending on a different plane all the way to the back. In and back, in and back. Feeling that stretch as it comes into the chest, and then squeezing the glute and the entire leg as you press towards the back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now we're all going to come down and we're going to stack our hips again and stack our knees. We're going to flex our feet here. We're going to come up and we're going to do a knee and a toe, extend and in. A knee and a toe, extend and in. So you're going to keep your leg up as you extend. A knee and a toe, extend and in. Sorry, it's only the bottom foot that is flexed. And the reason I say that is because it kind of helps you to anchor your bottom leg a little bit more. It's very important to keep that anchor because you may as well engage all the muscles in your supporting leg at the same time, right? Out and in. Knee, toe, out and in. Keeping my leg high the entire time, holding my tummy in to support my lower back, and really thinking about extending long, straightening behind the knee. Knee, toe, out and in. All the way out and in. So as you do the knee and toe, remember, all the way up and all the way down. So you want to try and exaggerate that as much as possible. Out and in. How about 4 more? Out and in. 3. Out and in. 2. And last one. Now we're going to start bringing the knee to the chest. 2, 3. Back in line. Up, 2, 3. So it's in, 2, 3, hover above the other knee, up, 2, 3. In, 2, 3, hover, up, 2, 3. In, 2, 3, hover, up, 2, 3. All the way into the chest and then up. So really think about bringing that knee in almost towards your armpit and also squeezing your waist when you do that. Squeeze your waist and your abs at the front there. 2, 3 to get some bonus ab work. Up, 2, 3. 3 more sets. Up, 2, 3. In, 2, 3. Up, 2, 3. And remember, if you need to drop the weight, do it. Up, 2, 3. This is the last one, I promise. Extend, tap, in. Extend, tap, and in. Extend, tap, and in. This one is excruciating. But you know that's where the results live, right? So we're just going to do 5, 4, keep your leg high, 3, come on, you're done with outer thighs on this side. 2, last 1. Oh my goodness. You can get some life back in there by giving it a little bit of a tap. And then we're just doing that to the other side. So now you know what to expect, right? But we need to work both sides evenly, so don't even think about slacking off. So if you want to start up here with me, I forgot to mention on the other side, if you want to go down like this, you can right from the beginning. This is just a way of engaging your core even more. Stack your hips on top of each other. Make sure that your shoulder and your elbow are aligned and push out of that. Never slouch like this, push out of it. You've got your knees on top of each other, then the top leg extends to the corner and you're placing your weight in such a way that it doesn't hurt you, and it's up for 2, down for 2. Up for 2, down for 2. And if you want to stay back here, you definitely can. And if you ever need to bend your leg, when I've got my legs straight, you can do that too. Up for 2, down for 2. All the way up and down, remembering all those form pointers. Your leg is really nice and straight. You're tensing all the way from your thigh down to your toes. And you've got your outer thigh leading this, so you're not turning your knee up, your knee's staying to the front. Up for 2, down for 2. Come on, we did it on the other side, so we know we will survive. Keep your tummy really nice and strong and think about tensing the bottom portion there of your abs, so you're pulling away or pushing away from the mat. 3 more. Up for 2, down for 2. Up for 2, down for 2. Last time, up for 2, down for 2. Now remember, starting in line, it's to the front, back and up. To the front, in line, up and down. All the way to the front, in line, up and down. So this one is a larger range of motion, and you're kind of sweeping the leg, so it feels a little bit like a dynamic stretch as well. But you're still going to feel the fire as long as you keep that leg super straight and you're remembering to really squeeze your entire leg. I keep mentioning these little form pointers because as you get tired, you start slacking off and you just kind of let your leg go a bit limp. Don't do it. You need to squeeze all the way down to your toes. 5 more. 4. 3, and remember you can bend here if you need to. Last one. Now from here we're just going to do tiny circles. Circle to the front, keeping your hips stacked. It's easy to kind of roll back like this and you completely lose the tension if you do that, okay? So don't do it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse it. All the way around. They're small circles, they're not like super huge like this. Keep them small. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now a nice and easy one. Into the chest and extend slightly behind your hip line. Keep your leg high and squeeze that glute at the back. Glutes at the back there, okay? Really think about squeezing and lengthening at the same time. So I've got my foot flexed here and I'm pushing away, closing a heavy door with my foot and contracting and lengthening all the way back. And at the front here, I'm thinking about knee into the chest, feeling it in the abs there, okay? So blow out all the air as your knee comes in and contract those abs. 4 more, and 3, and 2. Last 1. Nice job. So now we're all coming down here and keeping our knees in line with our hips, so it's a 90-degree angle, and we're going to put our weight back onto there. And you really want to hold your tummy in here to make sure everything is aligned. Knee, toe, out and in. Knee, toe, out and in. So I'm hovering my leg the entire time, and the higher you hover it, the more you're going to feel this, right? Toe, out and in. All the way, twisting through that hip joint to feel that extra knee-toe action, okay? I don't know what knee-toe action is, but it feels good in the outer thigh and in the side of the glutes. So we know that it's definitely doing something. That's why we need to get the toe up, get the knee up, extend and in. And when we extend, once again, contract the entire leg. Toe, heel, knee, toe, out and in. Knee, toe, out and in. Come on, a few more like this. This one doesn't feel as bad as some of the others, right? So may as well do a few extra. 5 more. Out and in. 4. Breathing. 3. Out and in. 2. Remember your hips have to be stacked here. Last one. Out and in. What I mean is I don't want you to roll back. Keep everything forward. Now from here we're bringing it into the chest for 3. Back in line, pulse up, 2, 3. It's in, 2, 3. Back in line, up, 2, 3. All the way in and all the way up. Can you squeeze your glute and keep it contracted the entire time? Squeeze and then push your knee against the squeeze. Squeeze and push, squeeze and pulse. In, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. And a variation for you, if you want to, is to put the weight behind the knee like this. And what that does is it activates your back of leg, your hamstring a bit as well. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to do that because I'm already in pain and I know what the next exercise is. 3 more and up. 2 more and up. Last one and up. And for the killer, tap down, back in. Tap down, back in. Oh my goodness, this one burns. Tap down, back in. If you really can't do this one, then just down and up. Down and up, okay? 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Put that weight down. Done without the thighs. Deep breath in. Okay, we're staying in this position, but we're coming back on our elbow and we're going to do our inner thighs now. So I'm going to come up on my back toe and just leave my knee up. Then I'm going to place my weight on my inner thigh. I'm going to keep my leg out to the corner, so it's not in like this, it's out to the corner. Push out of that shoulder, tummies are in. In this case with inner thigh, you are turning your chest open a bit, but try not to do it too much. Try to keep it kind of on an angle. From there, it's just up 2, down 2, up 2, down 2. So I find that if I bring my weight slightly closer to my knee, it's actually more comfortable for me. Just find a position that's comfortable enough for you to do 1,000,000 reps, okay? Not quite 1,000,000. Up 2, down 2. Now I've got my heel turned up to the ceiling because I find this activates my inner thigh a bit more. If you like to do that, then do it. Otherwise, just keep it nice and straight. Down 2. So as you bring your leg up, with that weight, you're going to feel your core as well. Especially in this position, you're going to feel the oblique on the back side here. So take advantage of that and really contract through your waistline. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Now we're going to come in and back out. In, back out. So maybe come out further. Maybe keep the leg higher. Maybe turn your heel up to the ceiling more. And out. Squeeze into the other leg and out. Squeeze in and out. So you really need to keep your leg up here. If it's down here, you're literally going to feel nothing. If it's up here and it's pushing against that weight, you're going to feel a lot. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Squeeze that leg. Last one. From here, we're going to bend the leg, tap our ankles together, and then up and down. So now we're in line with the other leg. Bend, extend, up and down. Bend, extend, up and down. Up and down. Squeeze it. All the way up. Keeping that leg super straight. As you get fatigued, it's tempting to start slouching. Don't do it. Then extend up and down. Come on, a few more. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now keep it straight and circles. Circle, 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 circle. Now if you want to be all the way down like this, you can, okay? If you're finding that it's sore on your shoulder, then just go back down. And we're going to circle a few more in this direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the other direction. Circle. So remember just to keep your legs super straight. Heel is up as much as possible. Tiny circles, contract and keep that leg up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now remove your weight. Bring your leg up in line with the knee. Flex your foot. From here, little ups. So it's going to drop a bit, and then you're just staying in that top range, little ups, okay? This is your last thing on this side. Tummies are in, keep it high. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Burn it out. Stubborn little fatty inner thighs that sometimes don't want to submit. We need to show them who's boss, right? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Okay, line yourself up. If you need a stretch in between, take it. I'm not going to stretch until the end. Up on your back toe, this leg is slightly to the corner. Put your weight where it's bearable for quite a number of reps. Point your toe up for 2, down for 2. Up for 2, down for 2. So remember your form. You don't want to be slouching. You want to draw your belly button in and keep your entire body as still as possible except for the moving leg. And the way to do that is just by contracting everything. Contract all your muscles. Push your palm into the mat. Push your shoulder down. Okay, think about your obliques at the bottom there. Squeeze everything. Isometrically working all of your muscles, even though we're mostly working inner thigh. And down. Up as high as you can get. Heel up to the ceiling as high as you can get. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Last 1. Now we're going to sweep it in and out. Into the other side and out. So as you bring that leg in, I want you to think, squeeze together. Squeeze that together. It's not just a smooth kind of flowing action, it's a contraction. Squeeze the entire leg and then specifically think about squeezing at the end there as it comes in. All the way in. It's kind of like, you remember those thigh master machines at the gym with the pads that you put in between your thighs? It's like that, you're squeezing it in. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay in line. You're tapping your ankles and then it's up and down. Tap, extend, up and down. So it's a tiny up and down and it's a really big extension. Straighten behind the knee, up and down. Straighten behind the knee, up and down. Anytime you need to come down here, you can. But if you're down here, I find that it's actually a little bit less stable because you've got less of a base of support. So if you can, maybe just roll out your shoulders and come back into this position, especially for this one, and then you can come down for the next one. 4 more, up and down. 3 more, up and down. 2 more. Last one, and now just circles. Circle, circle, tiny, tiny circles. Really contract. Keep that leg up as high as you can. I know it's tough. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then reverse that circle. This leg doesn't want to cooperate. It's telling me it's had enough. It's kind of like doing squares instead of circles, but that's okay. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to remove my weight. I'm going to flex my foot and bring it high and pulse up. Pulse up. Just pulse it. Pulse it. Ah, this should burn. This is the last little burnout for this inner thigh, so take advantage of it. Up and up. Up and up. We're nearly done. We've just got a few little glutes left to do, and then we're done with this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, roll onto your tummy, and I want you to put your weight behind your knee and just clamp it in there. The other leg is going to be your anchoring leg. You're really going to push your foot into the mat. I want you to push your palms into the mat, slightly come up, looking straight in front of you. Now all we're doing is slightly lifting up. So depending on how heavy your weight is, you may not be able to lift your leg at all. You just want to focus on the contraction in the glutes and tucking your hips against the contraction. So you're pushing your hips into the carpet or into your mat, and you are squeezing your glute, and you might only slightly be lifting your leg or not even lifting at all. If you keep down here and you're just making your legs jump because you are contracting that glute so hard, that's what I want. If you lift it slightly, then that will make it more intense. But the most important thing is the contraction here. Contract, contract, up, squeeze. And remember to stay really active through the upper body. So press those palms into the mat and slightly lift up. So you should feel your lower back engaging here. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now remove that weight. This time I want you to lift the leg up and then just extend and bend. Extend and bend. You're slightly on an angle to the front now. All we're doing is extending and bending. Push your hip into the mat and keep the leg up. Please, please, keep it up. Push into those palms. Don't slouch. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and keep it up. Tiny pulses from here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Weight is in the other crease. So place it in there safely. Push your leg into the mat to anchor. Push your palms in. Push your chest away. Keep your neck long and start those contractions. It's a contraction and a tuck of the hips, maybe a tiny, tiny centimeter lift of that knee, or maybe not. Maybe keep it down. Contract, squeeze your glute, squeeze and tuck your hips. Really feeling that. Up. You can do this with a really heavy weight, maybe 10 pounds, and not lift your leg at all, but just contract against it. And you can even put one weight in between both your legs. So you can bend both your legs up at the same time and just have one weight across both legs. And that really is effective as well. Up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Remove the weight. Now extend your leg slightly out, and it's in and out to the corner, hovering that leg. Keep your upper body active. In and out. In and out. If you take away your hands, you should be able to maintain that exact position because you're holding your upper body up using your lower back, okay? So that's what I mean by keeping the upper body active. 6 more. 5, 4, as high as you can. 3, 2, 1. Now keep it in and just poke it up and up. Up and up. Come on, this is the last bit. Breathe. Up and up. Squeeze and squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Come into a child's pose, sending your glutes to the back, your knees are apart, and just push forward with those palms. Deep breath in and out. Now just bring one hand underneath with your palm up and lean your body over the top, pressing down lightly onto that shoulder. Ah, that feels so good. Now we didn't do any dedicated abs work today, but all of the holds that we did while in position for our upper body work, our lower body work, our glute work, that used our core. So you don't necessarily have to always do crunches and lower belly raises and things like that to activate your core. You can do so just by holding certain positions. Just reach over and over, over and over, and across, and across. And then interlace your hands behind and just open through the shoulders. Deep breath. Angle changes are so important. Your body gets used to doing the same thing all the time. So by doing your biceps curls, for example, on that angle, it really helps to keep shocking your muscle and helps you to keep getting results from your workouts. And also changing the rep patterns. Reach down your back and then slightly lean to the side. So not always just doing singles, but maybe doing pulses, 2 up, 2 down, 3 up, 1 down, whatever you want to do, just keep mixing it up. Other side. And then reach across, same sort of twisting spinal stretch that we did at the beginning, but holding it static this time. And other side. And I want you to stack your knees on top of each other if you can, otherwise just stay cross-legged and then just lean forward, stretching your glutes especially on the leg that's on top. And then we're just going to switch that up, other leg on top. So this is kind of similar to a pigeon stretch. Then come to your side, and we're just going to bring your heel into your glute, and that's going to stretch the front of your thigh. And then just bring your leg up, hold on wherever you can, and pull that in towards you. Maybe point and flex here. Then sit up, legs in front, and just lean forward, hamstring stretch. And then just switch the other side, heel into your glutes. Really push your foot into your hands here. And then up, as straight as possible. So I'd rather you keep it straight and keep it out here than bend it and to try and bring it in here, okay? So the point is to stretch the back of the leg. And then come up and just straddle and just lean forward. You find your stretch. So if you're down here, that's fine. If you're up here and you already feel that inner thigh stretch, then just stay up there. And then finally, just come into a cat-cow. So I want you to curve up through the spine and then release. And again, all the way up, stretching through the shoulder blades. And release one more time. And release, and that is it. Thanks so much for joining me for Quiet Quarantine Mat. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you at the next workout.